everyone, welcome to Marianne's Mystic Mentions. I'm Marianne. Welcome to your January 2022 readings. So here's the deal. For those that are new, I especially welcome you. For those coming back, I especially welcome you. And I have read for the first, well now 7, but the first 6 signs, and I had said in each of the readings that I was going to only be reading for the beginning of January. There's some things happening, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do everything that I'd like to do normally. So I just simply said that I wasn't going to do mid-months and that I'd be back in February. And I have a couple things that I'm wanting to work on, which still has not actually occurred. And so other things came in and unexpected, and now I'm finishing the last 6 signs from Libra to Pisces, and it's all good because, first of all, Happy New Year. It's here, and it makes me excited because we're going to continue to move towards better times, working through things we're still working through. They don't just magically disappear, as much as I want to believe it and do put that out there. It's a graduation, it's a gradual, but it's definitely working in that direction. And this is a 6th year. I like that feeling. It is a Venus feminine and balanced energy that we can pull out from all of ourselves and recognize. So it tells me right off the bat the energy is a more calming one, because we're probably a little bit more used to some certain circumstances. Not that we want to make it to a situation where we think, okay, we'll just accept it. I'm not saying that at all, but it's just going to be easier in a lot of respects moving forward. And so, but for now, we're in a retrograde. We have had Venus, the beautiful, feminine, magical planet of love and beauty and money and magic and sensuality and all of those things. Well, Venus went retrograde on December 19th last month and will remain in the sign of Capricorn, which is the season we're in. And we also had the new moon on the 2nd of January in Capricorn. So it's a whole lot of Capricorn energy. It's a whole lot of earth energy. And when it's Capricorn, it's cardinal, it's success-oriented, it's business-oriented for sure. It's dedication, it's kind of somber because it's like focus and strategy and structure, and it is Saturn ruled. So, that's not always a lot of fun energy, but it gets the job done. It's task, it's, taskmaster. It's like, let's get it done in the time frame we need to, especially now with retrograde kind of changing things and, making things a little bit, maybe less energetic, maybe stalling things, change of plans is huge with both Venus and the Mercury retrograde coming up in Aquarius on the 14th. So the whole month is going to be felt by all of us as being one of kind of more contemplative, more releasing, reviewing, relaxing, retreating, reconsidering. And having said that, I have shared this in the last video, and I'll share it with each one of you. I had an amazing, beautiful, beautiful, powerful dream, manifestation, idea of a new career move, and it involved other people, of course, and I had been waiting and wondering and asking and praying, and then I did, and over the past weekend I said, along with other things coming up, I said, you know what, all I really truly want is just an answer. I don't have to have a specific, it doesn't have to be always my way or whatever, but please, some kind of an answer is so important. It's getting to my throat chakra. So opening that up again and saying that, yes, it was a matter of surrendering to that. And I did get the answer. I got it yesterday. And I am not going to be able to move forward with this plan, this dream, this manifestation. And so, yes, I felt bad. And yet, I specifically said, I only want this if it's for the highest good of everybody involved. This is essential for me, and I think it is for many people. And if you put that out there, you're really going to get that extra guidance and that extra love and that extra help from the universe, because apparently that's not what would have occurred. And therefore, I'm not interested. So yes, I felt sad, and yes, it felt like, wow, okay, now what? But I do have the now whats, which I won't go into with you because I want to get to the readings, and I just want to say, please don't give up if that's happening, especially with retrogrades. It's like things and plans are changing, and it could totally change in a month or two when basically all the planets will be stationed forward again, which is a beautiful time of year. You know, you want to really focus on what your new ideas are, because there's always so many and so much to dream about or to manifest or to allow, like I said, into your life. So today's beautiful featured sign that I'm reading for is the watery element and the deeply, I want to say sensual, quite frankly, but deeply transformational, Pluto-ruled, psychic, intuitive, receptive, very reactive in a way, because, you know, the intensity of the Scorpio sign, okay? Scorpio is a beautiful, mysterious kind of sign, but also extremely loyal and extremely fixed, because they believe in what they want to do. They believe in that they love. They believe in that they pursue, to the point it will definitely happen, okay? I mean, like I said, my situation didn't happen, but it didn't happen in the way that I thought. Of course something else is coming through. Scorpios are just one that, you know, they will go with the flow. They will definitely go ride with the punches, but they're not going to give up, and they're willing to make that transformation, whatever that is, to accomplish this dream or goal and so forth. You can learn a lot from Scorpios. They're very highly intellectual, and they definitely are very turned on to the psyche of others. They usually have a good idea of what's going on with other people. Certainly by the feel, they pick up on energy extremely well. And so that therefore brings in that mysterious aspect, but it's wonderful. So for you, beautiful Scorpio, I'm going to be, of course, like in my normal fashion, I'll be reading 4 major categories. And part of that has to do with your spiritually guided, highlighted connection that's, you know, Spirit wants you to know about, that I'll pick right in front of you, as I always do. And this spiritually guided influence is going to be another person, sign that has a great importance to you in some respect. And I don't know what that is. This is a general reading, but it could be that you're already very much connected to this person, or, you know, and it's not always romantic, of course. It's some love connection, because love is all encompassing in my readings. It's about every form, every style, every type. It's all inclusive. But it could also be a family member, a pet, you know, a job, a desire, an idea that's very strong with you right now. Or it could just be the energy coming through of that particular sign, you know, feeling very much in connection or resonance with that. And it could be a very big influence in your natal chart. So you might want to check that out. I always say that. So let's see what it is, though. Scorpio, for you, beautiful, the remainder of the month of January. Now, the other thing I want to say is I was only going to do the beginning, and as I said, the whole month will have similar feelings. So it's okay whenever you watch this. Because other than the new moon in Capricorn that happened on the 2nd, right straight at the beginning of the year, and then the full moon on the 17th in Cancer, which will be extremely good for you, and a very, very truth-seeking, let's get real with our emotions and our vulnerabilities and our love and all that. That's huge for you. So your highlighted connection, it came up with you, so you're feeling pretty good, and you're feeling your energy very well. Also, I'll say that Jupiter went into the sign of Pisces, and that's your fellow water sign. So there's going to be a lot of extremely beautiful, benevolent, and unexpected opportunities that are available to you, should you choose to take them. And you're going to feel extremely good in your creative field. You're going to feel like things are healing this year, as we all are, figuratively or, you know, metaphorically. And your sign is Virgo, which I absolutely love. That is so wonderful, because we're in Capricorn season. Virgo is the fellow earth sign with Capricorn. Virgo is the Mercury-ruled mind, you know, once again, that intelligence, that desire to learn and to grow and to share. They're mutable. They're immutable signs, so they're always open to things and wanting to evolve and to emerge, and they're pretty quick about their ideas. They're can be very, very, very critical of themselves a lot of times, or maybe there's life in general, but they may keep that to themselves. It depends. We all have different ways we grow up, and the higher energies versus shadowy energies are in all of us, and sometimes they come through in different forms for people. But predominantly, this is the service sign. This is a sign of love and compassion and loyalty and organization and genuine, compassion and caring for others without needing something back. It fills their soul to help. And you love that. And it's excellent for you because you want that with a partner, a friend, anybody that you associate, partner with work. You want that loyalty. You want that desire to know that this is a long-term kind of investment of some sort. That's what you're going to get with Virgo. This is a combination of being an enthusiast in astrology, of astrologer over compatibility in the signs for over 40 plus years easily. This is one that I see continuously, but I'm talking the long term once again. So they complement each other so well, the elements of water and earth. And this comes up in my readings quite a bit, the two of you. So yeah, there's something to be said. Perhaps something happened as early as last September, later August, September. That was the Virgo season that affected you. If you want to think back to that, that could be a possibility. Also, this is that you have Earth perhaps in your chart, as I mentioned, so you're understanding and you're feeling the energy of Capricorn very clearly, regardless of whether or not the Venus is in retrograde and the Mercury coming up, which will affect Virgo because they're ruled by Mercury, and that affects our thinking and our transportation, sometimes the moving aspects of life or technology. So don't be concerned. It's a common thing that happens 6 months out of every year. We're approaching that now, so just give yourself time now, Scorpio, and with perhaps this Virgo influence to really double check things and to just allow yourself to look over the detail and to kind of just, let the dust settle from the last year and moving forward. We want to let that be in the rear view mirror for sure and focusing on the moment and then forward, okay? So I really like that for you a lot. It says a lot, but these 4 major category readings that I do will be for that particular highlighted connection. If you don't know who that Virgo is, it could be somebody new coming in. It absolutely could be. And I think it will be extremely advantageous for you, is how I'm feeling. And I also feel like it's just a known phenomenon that retrogrades, certainly Venus, having to do with love and relationships predominantly, it brings people back. Maybe somebody you hadn't really thought of, or somebody you're absolutely thinking of, and you're creating that, you're manifesting that. So let me know. Feel free to share with me. And the first category is the overall energy bringing you to this reading. So this will be for the month of January. And you have the beautiful 9 of Pentacles. Well, there's that Virgo. There's Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn energy. Well, we're in Capricorn season. So you're definitely feeling, and you're feeling at peace, and you're feeling the energies of Capricorn. And like I said, it's a great energy for water. You both really help each other and excel in the areas that are important in your own ways. Water helps to nourish and grow plants that we seed, we plant, the seeds that we plant, in a very simplistic way to say it. And that's how the 2 elements seem to really work so well together and help each other to thrive and to grow and to, to see new heights. And the 9 of Pentacles is one of the most fruitful, abundant, but more importantly, independent kind of energies. Like you created this yourself. Now that has a lot to do with that incredible drive you have, Scorpio. I feel a lot of Scorpios are very self-independent and very capable of creating their own entrepreneurial kind of desires and as well as working with others, of course. But I've known a lot of independent contractors and people that own their own businesses that are Scorpios. They just have that confidence and that wherefore, and they're not, they do what they need to do. They dig deep to make sure that they're doing everything that's necessary to succeed. And they usually do, and they can amass great wealth in their lifetime. And they can be a little frugal, I'm not going to lie, and that's because they are sensible. And that goes well with the Virgo energy as well as the Capricorn, because they too are extremely good when it comes to, and resourceful when it comes to money and amassing wealth. That's like everything. They need that luxury, they need that stability, they want that security, and they're going to work hard and they're going to make sure that they are sensible in how they spend it too. Not just for themselves, but those that they love, of course. So the 9 of Pentacles is absolutely beautiful. The next one is the 10. You can't get much higher than that. It is a wonderful feeling that you feel you do have enough right now. You do feel well. I'm hoping if you had any circumstance with your health that it's certainly past and you're feeling that strength and that healing energy of the Pisces energy and Jupiter in Pisces. Extremely healing, extremely creative energy. Extremely intuitive and psychic and capable of just knowing what's happening and just feeling the energies of life and working with it and going with it. And, you know, allowing this slowdown of the retrograde and such to happen so that you can prepare and move forward. And when everything is stationed direct in latter part of February, middle of February, but this shadowy period, you know, certainly by the beginning of March. So I love that a lot. That is a beautiful indication of things to come on a financial, but also just an earthly, practical side. The second is the possible blessings or obstacles, and you have, what is this? I'm so sorry. By the way, I'm using this beautiful Light Seers deck. It's a brand new deck that Santa got me. Absolutely love it. I've seen it with other, I love this so much. I've seen other readers that use this, and I said, I'm going to ask for that on my wish list. And I got it, which is a blessing. It's a beautiful thing. And you got the Magician. Possible blessings or obstacles. So you have this 9 of Pentacles, and you have the ability to create and to grow and to establish and to be the strength and the trust and the wherefore to create your manifestations you want. And the Magician, which is everything and more of what I just said. You are the creator. You are the manifester. You are the a master of your own life, your own creativity. You call the shots. In the Rider-Waite-Smith depiction, there is a symbol of each of the elements on a table. All the tools necessary. We all have all the signs in us. Even though you're a Sun Scorpio, you can always look up your chart for free, your natal chart, but we have 12 planets, you know, from the moment we're born. And that influences us in so many more ways than just a sun sign, which of course is equally as important as all of them. But, you know, and that is our vitality and our egos and our desires and likes and dreams and aspirations. But the Magician is just saying, you got it. And you know you do. And this kind of reminds me of you've got the infinity sign on this hood that's like so above, so below, the understanding of transformation that's necessary, life and birth and death and so forth, and, you know, from winter to spring where, you know, the leaves fall off and then they grow again. It's a continuum. It's a cycle. It is what astrology, it is what numerology, it is what the Tarot tries to share and to remind us about and to kind of guide us with. And so that's what's happening, and you are very much in your power. And it doesn't surprise me with these influences that are happening. They're extremely good for you, Scorpio. You know, they're good for everybody. There's always good to be found. And like I said, we have a little bit of each sign in all of our charts. However, it's especially good for you because you've got that Pisces, that beautiful, you know, fellow water sign with Jupiter in their sign. And it's through most of the year. It'll be through May. We had a touch of it last year. And then it ends when it goes into Aries through October, and then it comes back from the end of October through December. So you really want to utilize these incredible opportunities, and they can be so many that you might miss them, but I don't think you will. I think you'd be very steadfast and very aware because you're that water sign that you are as well. Fantastic. Beautiful energies for you. And you know, when Venus is in retrograde, it certainly still has the power of love and relationships. So it's a very beautiful energy. And you can utilize that too. And I think that you are, to be honest. So your third category is that of finances or wealth, whatever you consider. And you have the Six of Swords, so I like this a lot. This makes sense to, I think, so many people, including myself. It is the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords represents the air element, and that is the Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Now, at the end of the month, we will be in the Aquarius energy again, and we had Jupiter in Aquarius all last year. We still have Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, which is the air, which is our mind, which is in Aquarius. It's about thinking outside the box. It's a Uranus, however you want to say it, ruled planet. That is about absolute freedom and absolutely getting out of the norm and out of the boxes and creating and inventing and allowing the new, the more revolutionary energy to come through. And so there's feelings of that in all of us, but more importantly, this is the Six of Swords in the boat that's taking us away from the turmoil and the rocky waters that I think we can all completely relate to on some level or another that we've experienced in the last couple of years. We're still mending, we're still healing, and it is still a process, and we are definitely navigating our way towards that. And this is a beautiful sign that in regards to your finances, or your wealth, or your well-being, your health, whatever your wealth is, you're really, really moving in that direction, and we all are. And of course we have to, because anytime there's an up, there's a down, and when there's a down, there's an up. It's inevitable. It is the law. And you're moving towards smoother sailing waters, and you're being guided. Generally, there is a guide. You're always being guided. There's always a co-creation happening with you. And I know that you're aware of that too. And the water represents you and the infinity of it all, and the ability to feel and allow that in and not suppress it or block it, so that you can experience all the wealth and riches that you choose, because that is unlimited, and anything we think otherwise is a belief. Whole different video, but we do create blocks by just having a certain belief that we may not be looking beyond. Well, the sign of Pisces is about perception, the Hanged Man, or the moon, actually, or Temperance, actually, is, I'm sorry, not Temperance. It's escaping me right now, but it might come back. That's another card that represents the High Priestess, the beautiful sign of Pisces, and the ability to be able to create and have no boundaries as to how much and how big and how magnificent it may be. And that pertains to your finances. So something really good can very well happen this year and change itself. And Capricorn represents authority and bottom down type of, structures and, government and that sort of thing. Always has. And we can all see those are starting to break away from their normalcy, whatever the normalcy is. But also to say that there's talk about help coming through from that aspect. Well, that will remain to be seen. But I wouldn't say no to opening your eyes to that and listening to the possibilities there. It's all good though, okay? This is a good indication of better and smoother times ahead. So I like that for you, certainly in the area of your finances and your stability. And finally, we have the card of your wishes, or surprises and wishes. And for you, you have the Eight of Cups. Now, this is an interesting Eight of Cups, and this comes up so much in readings that I have found already, because the Eight of Cups is you. It is your emotion. It is your watery perception. It is your ability to perceive. And you know what? The Eight is walking away from the things that are no longer serving you and that you need to release, which is exactly and perfectly what this month represents, as I said at the beginning. So you've been wishing for this, and you know what that is, and only you know what that is, but it's a beautiful feeling as you see the sun coming up on the horizon, and I hope you can. I hope it's not blurred. But that's what this represents. We can create this anytime we want, at any given moment. And what better time than now, right? It's January. We have a reason and an excuse and an opportunity to just put that into the universe, put that into our mindset, into our deepest feelings that, once again, like I said, create the momentum that then creates the tangible results we want to see. And you're walking towards that. You're leaving behind things that have hurt, that have not been successful, that have not been the most creative, that have not caused you to feel your best. And 8 is a powerful number in numerology. It represents so much abundance and unlimited possibilities. So that is a wish that will be coming true in some way for you. And you start, like I said, with the 9, and you've got the 8. It's just, unlimited possibilities with the Magician, and then the 6 of Swords, moving away from the difficult waters now. Allowing that to happen, being that momentum, creating that for yourself. It's a lot about that with the 9 of Pentacles, that independent aspect. Yes, we need help, and yes, we can ask, and this year will absolutely have to do with working with others more and, collaborations and such. But we ourselves are fully responsible with how we see and how we perceive our lives and what we are capable of and so forth. And I know a lot of us know that watching these channels. I just like to bring that out because I think it's an important message of love that I want to share. I'll finish with your oracle message. And this is also a new deck, and I absolutely love it. It is the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle cards. So it's a message for you specifically, beautiful Scorpios. And hopefully one that'll bring you some love and enlightenment and some inspiration that will keep you motivated on your goals and your life path moving forward. So for you, you do have, this is not practice life. Decide. What is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart? Well, that's pretty powerful stuff. I really love it. I have like 3 major planets in Scorpio. This is not your practice life. We have many, they say. I don't know. I'm not one to say you have your belief systems. We all do. But this is the one we got right now, and this is the one that matters the most. And every day is a precious, precious day, and every moment's a precious moment. So what are you wanting? This is 22. How ironic and beautiful is that? Number 22, 2022. This year will have such incredibly huge, huge influences and opportunities for you. I can't really articulate what I'm feeling right now. It's a little too big for me, but I can tell you it's a beautiful feeling, and it doesn't have, like I said, a conclusion or a wall or anything of that nature. It's just the purest of pure. And I'm going to read to you what this says, but I love that. And deciding is important. When you make a decision, you can actually then therefore move in a more powerful way, I think, towards your goals, always. So I put the box back in there, the actual book back in here. I think I'll leave it out this time for the next readings. But definitely, I love this right off the bat. Beautiful card. I don't know if you saw, but it's interesting. It has like 2 of the same. It's a mirror kind of, and what you're projecting is what you receive, and what are you mirroring from others, perhaps. It's always an interesting thing to see in our lives when we're creating this kind of energy around us. We're like, oh, that's coming from here. Okay, good to know, right? I didn't know that for so long. Always learning, always learning. So 22. All right, so we have for you beautiful, beautiful Scorpios. You've drawn this card because you are at a crossroads and it's time to decide. No one knows better than you or than your true self. And it is time to trust your intuition, which you have huge amounts of. We're all intuitive. We just haven't been taught how to use this part of us. Well, I think most of you have. But if not, by all means, this is like 101, right? And we all do have intuition. So give yourself permission to connect on a deeper level with your soul's unique language. You can do this by following your heart. It's always about the heart, this love, the center, the most intelligent organ in our body, not the mind. Yes, that's intelligent. No, this takes precedence over that. You're being called to evolve your intuition and trust yourself more deeply. Listen to this inner nudge and honor the direction it is leading you. You have your own path that looks nothing like anyone else's, and it is your destiny to be who you came here to be. It's time to shine your most magnificent expression of your authentic self. This means trusting yourself, listening to your intuition, and following your soul's guidance. As you do this, you live your life with integrity and truth, and things become more peaceful. So if I haven't told you anything or sparked something that you already knew, but it's just like, it's yes, Marianne, I get it. Thank you. I resonate. And please let me know. If you haven't had a chance to like or hopefully subscribe, which means follow, please push those buttons. It's so supportive, and it's really something I want to have evolve this year. So I'm putting it out there and believing it will happen. Things take time, and I'm ready to make it happen. I'm ready to do some of the changes in personal readings I'm going to be talking more about as soon as I have that set up. So I absolutely love this reading for you, and it speaks volumes to me of who you are in your beautiful energy and who you are becoming. So once again, thank you. Have a beautiful January. Just take it easy. Just be real, be you. Know you're enough. Know there's incredible gifts and beauty and magic in every moment as a magician that you are. And come back and see me again. I will be here in February, okay? So till then, take good care and bye for now.